Welcome everyone, my name is Limbic, and today I would like to discuss a topic that has been cycling through the Starcraft community a lot recently, which is how difficult it currently is to get yourself promoted on the ladder, especially if you're trying to go from Diamond to Masters League. In this video I'm going to be discussing how this happened, why it's happening, and hopefully present this argument in a way that does not come across as just complaining. Because I think that something that's really unfortunate is every time somebody tries to talk about this, it comes across as just, oh, I want into Masters League and I'm not there. Blizzard, please make it easier so that I don't have to actually do the work to get there. The aim of this video is to take you through what happened historically and what's happening now that caused this problem, and why I believe that a lot of people who are currently in Diamond League deserve to be in Masters. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about why it is so difficult to get yourself promoted, especially from Diamond to Masters. So why are we looking at the Team Liquid page on the leagues in the first place? That's because I just want to show you all the target percentage of players represented in each league, which you can see here. You can see it's supposed to be 2% of people in Masters, and then the next 18% in Diamond, and the next 20% in Platinum, etc., etc. However, if we go over to Niles.Korea, we will see that this is not actually the case. So here we are at Niles.Korea. This is a great website. I'll go ahead and link it in the description in case you haven't seen or heard of it before. But what it basically does is it gathers data from every single player in the world and puts it all here where it's nice and easy to see, and you can see exactly everything you want to know in terms of the game regarding numbers in the player base. So if we look at Masters League, we can see that there's only 1.22% of people in Masters right now. Now, there are 0.35% of people in Grandmasters, so that means that this number is actually basically 1.57%. However, that's still not 2%, which means that 0.43% of the people in Diamond actually belong in Masters, according to Blizzard's goal. So that's obviously part of what makes it difficult, though I don't believe that that's the big reason, and I'm going to talk about the two big reasons that I believe it's so hard to get into Masters, and they kind of link to each other rather nicely. So the first big reason is the decrease in the player base. While it is a ridiculous exaggeration to say that the game is dying or that it is dead, it is no secret that we have lost a lot of players over the recent years. You can see right now 229,735 people have played at least one ranked ladder game this season, whereas a couple years ago that number would have been closer to 600,000. So obviously the popularity of the game has declined, and the reason for that is a subject for a completely different video. But the fact that there's a lot less people means that since the league system is percentage based, there's going to be far fewer spots available in Masters League. And this would be fine if it meant that you also had a lot less competition for people getting into Masters League, but I believe that's not the case. Think about the kind of person who is more likely to quit the game. Is it somebody who has spent hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours practicing and watching pro players and watching tutorials and perfecting their mechanics in order to get into Masters League? Or is it somebody who just played every now and again, kind of did SimCity, never really cared about getting amazing, and they were just, I hate to use the word in this context, but casuals? I think that those people are far more likely to be in Bronze, Silver, or Gold League. While I'm sure that some high-level players left in this mass exodus of players, I'm also certain that most of the people who left were lower levels. So the fact that there were a lot fewer lower-level players meant that in order to keep everything consistent, tons of people had to be demoted. The reason for this is, imagine tomorrow every single Bronze League player stopped playing. That would mean that when the new season rolled around, in order to make sure that there's still 8% of people in Bronze League, the bottom percentage of Silver League players would have to be demoted to Bronze, and then some bottom Gold League players would have to be demoted to Silver, etc., etc. So when we have tons of lower level players leaving, that meant that also tons of other people had to be demoted in order to keep it consistent. So this means, take Gold League for example. Gold League is now much harder than it used to be because Gold League is full of former Platinum and sometimes even former Diamond players. Which means that in order to succeed through Gold League, you now have to be far more skilled than you used to have to be. And this is especially true for Diamond League. Diamond League is now full of former Masters level players. So those are, in my opinion, the two biggest things that are contributing to how difficult it currently is to get yourself promoted. There are a lot of other factors which I didn't mention. Probably the biggest one of those is the removal of mid-season demotions. However, I feel like the impact of that, relatively compared to what I talked about in this video, is pretty small. So that wraps up this video. Thank you very much for watching. My name has been Limbic, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, so you're still here, huh? If you are so inclined, something that I would greatly appreciate is, as you've probably noticed, this is a new channel that I am trying to get off of the ground. Any constructive criticism / feedback / suggestions would be immensely appreciated. Thank you very much for your time. My name has been Limbic, and I will see you tomorrow.